We are wrapping up Scoliosis Awareness Month here at Scolicare. Now, all month long, we have been sharing about the scoliosis care treatment, but really it is backed up by some research. Again, I'm here with Dr. Xavier Counts. And so why is research just so crucial to this field?
Yeah, it's definitely the foundation of our clinic here at Scolicare Louisville. We're dedicated to it because it helps us drive for the best outcomes for all of our patients. Whether that's avoiding surgery or avoiding bracing, we have to use statistics to drive that research, but then of course fit it to the patients. It's how we're validating our methods, we're coming up with the best results, but also making sure that that correlates into down the road, are we actually having an impact on the patient's quality of life as well.
And so you start treating patients from the ages 2 up to
94, yeah.
And so the research, it kind of follows them through life, but really what kind of research are you involved with here at your clinic?
Yeah, providing data. We have multiple clinics all across the United States and headquartered in Scolicare. So what we're able to do is compile a lot of data, and that's hard to do in scoliosis because it's something you do have to track all throughout the course of a lifetime. So being able to pool with other doctors and other clinics and get these subsets of data into actual usable information to help drive the clinical outcomes. Yeah, we're involved with anything from therapies in our ScoliBalance program and how we can help avoid more severe interventions like bracing and surgery. And then with more severe curves, if patients elect or opt not to have surgery, how can we still improve their quality of life and maybe stop that curve from getting worse in the first place?
Yeah, and it sounds like collaboration is really key to this. So what is it like to kind of maybe work with not only people in your office, but people all across the country too?
Yeah, it's just putting the best minds and correlating together to make sure that our patients are getting the best outcomes. I'm working with doctors who've been treating scoliosis naturally for 30 years. We collaborate with surgeons and therapists and chiropractors, all to drive patient outcomes. So yeah, it's truly a multidisciplinary approach to scoliosis.
Well, there's always new technology that comes out too. So what are some of those most recent findings?
Yeah, there's a lot of fascinating stuff coming out. I won't talk about anything that's not published yet, but like recently we've published research showing how early interventions, even curves as small as 10 degrees of scoliosis, which is just when scoliosis starts, early interventions like ScoliBalance can help stop scoliosis from getting worse.
Wow.
Or if it elevates to that 20 or 25 degree curve, how ScoliBrace can help correct and avoid surgery later in life. And then of course, even like post-surgical results and how are we keeping patients from, having worse pain as life progresses as well. Really fascinating stuff and a lot of cool studies about it as well.
For sure, and that's really all published on your website, but really all this month we are talking about adolescent scoliosis. So for parents that are watching that are maybe a little bit nervous kind of watching their kids, especially during the summer season with sports, any final words that you have to say about maybe getting that early on treatment?
Yeah, we've talked about everything throughout these segments, but I'd say that the first one is early detection leading to early treatment. Being proactive is definitely the best approach you can take as a parent, and sitting back and watching and waiting is never going to really lead to good clinical outcomes. Research backs up everything that we do here. And when it comes to the braces that we use, to the therapies that we provide, we're trying to make sure that it's not only helping patients feel better in that moment in time, but also throughout the course of their life. They can feel good about the approach that they're taking to dealing with their scoliosis. Of course, getting good specialist care and making sure you're coming up with the right treatment plan. Whether it's, I've been to the surgeon said it's not surgical. Well, good. What do I do next? Well, that's where Scolicare comes in, and we can help come up with that custom treatment plan for all of our patients.
Yep, you have this office right here in Middletown, but you also have another office too, is that right?
Yeah, I run a family chiropractic clinic just literally right across the street, Middletown Family Chiropractic, and that's how I started my career, and it just evolved to the point where we were seeing so many cases of scoliosis that I wanted to offer a more intensive program for patients who have to deal with this really severe spinal condition, scoliosis. So yeah, that's what we do right here at Scolicare Louisville.
All right, well, thank you so much for having us all month long. So again, to learn more, to get in touch with this team, just go to scolicare.com.